Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I'm back at my favourite church, and there is a reason for that, but I'll come on to that in a minute. But I've just spoken to the owner of that house. Now, you'd imagine it's the only house around here except for this beautiful building, and I was talking to him about ghosts, and he said to me that he's lived there over 250 years and he's never seen one. Thanks Ian for that. Anyway guys, I had a great time on the live chat the other day, Sunday night, and I'm actually going to do one on Friday on my own. We're still going to do stuff with the Mindful Motorcyclist, Sean and Susie. We'll definitely do more of them because we enjoyed that, but I'm doing one on my own on Friday, and there's a reason for that, and that is because the classic 500 arrives on Friday. I have to say a massive thank you to Ian from Wibsy Motorcycles. Such a good guy. Go and check his website out because he's got some amazing bikes. And what I thought we'd do, what I missed on Sunday, was the fact that I couldn't really interact with you guys. And a lot of you commented and sent me emails saying all I could see was the top of your head as you were reading the comments. And I felt I was missing out because I'd said to a lot of you lot that I'll catch up and chat with you on Sunday, but obviously I didn't realise how many people were going to be on there. I honestly thought we'd have maybe 30 people, but I think at one point there was 167, which is crazy. So please come back and see me on Friday at 5 p.m. I can show you my new beast and then we can chat about anything you want to chat about. I mean, my channel isn't really a motorbike channel, let's face it. I mean, it loosely is, but I don't want to just stick to that subject. If any of you have got something you want to talk about, something that's pressing on your mind that you'd like to share with us, a friend of mine said, why don't you talk about first relationships, so your first ever relationship when you were younger, and you could talk about that. Would be great. I bet there's some great stories. Obviously any trolls that come onto the live, and they can chat about that. Obviously they've never had a relationship, so they'll have to make one up, but do you know what, I was watching something the other day. I don't know if I should share this. I was watching this program and it was about sex dolls. Not the sort of blow up ones that we've all got in our car boot, not one of them. It looks like a proper woman. It was unbelievable. And I was watching it with my other half, and she said to me, I said, I've got to Google it and see how much they are. I mean, they're very, very, very expensive. But she said, I bet you would trade me in for one of those. Absolutely not. I'd starve for one. Yeah, but they are incredible. I mean, you do wonder in 100 years' time. Yeah, very weird. Anyway, the other reason I've come here today is because of one of you guys. I looked at a grave, let's go and look at it, of Basil Spence, and one of you lot, I think it was Roger, made the effort of googling him, and it turns out he's a really well-known, or was a well-known architect, who in fact designed Coventry Cathedral, and was knighted for that, I think in 1960. But I thought I would walk over and pay our respects to him because I found that incredible. Here he is, and his wife Joan. I think it's Joan, is it? Yes, Joan. But here he is, Basil Spence. And apparently there were 200 applications to design the cathedral, and he got the job. He also designed the Beehive, which is an executive parliament building in New Zealand, and he also designed Swiss Cottage Library, which I know extremely well. I have visited that library many times, so it was kind of a full circle for me. I'm standing in a little cemetery in the middle of Suffolk next to a guy who designed a building that really has strong feelings to my past. I really, when I think of that building, I remember, yeah, there was a swimming pool there and a civic centre, amazing. But most importantly, he took part in the D-Day landings in 1944, which I thought definitely was worthy of mentioning. So that's Basil Spence. Now I'm going to show my ignorance. What does OM stand for? I've just noticed that. But yeah, anyway, thank you, Roger, for pointing that out. It's incredible what you find, isn't it? So guys, Friday night, 5 p.m, wear something sparkly. I will have another drink, but probably not as much as I did. I'm afraid I was a little bit tipsy by the end. I couldn't really focus. I spilt one of my cans of cider. So yeah, it'll be nice to, please come along, chat about what you like. As I said, it was a friend of mine who said, talk about first relationships or any relationship, because there always is a funny story about an ex-relationship. I remember splitting up with my first wife. And I remember moving all my stuff out, and she said, if you leave, if you walk through that door, I'm going to go down to our pub tonight, I'm going to sleep with everyone in it. I said to her, that's why we split up in the first place. Oh, look at that cottage, I never even noticed that. Lovely. Do you know what, every time I come here, and it's only me, and obviously the ghosts, someone else turns up, or do they? Let's wander around back down here. Yeah, so I'm going to have to find another grave to do more research on. I love all that, or Roger can do more research on it. Find it fascinating. But you can see how sort of prominent Basil Spence's and his wife's grave is. It's got a little hedge around it. Yeah, so you definitely know he's someone of importance, I guess. Now I think that person is taking their dog for a walk. A lot of you, in my last video when I was here, when it was misty, said that that they saw shadows and ghosts and stuff. And do you know what, as I'm talking, there is someone behind me, but it's a real person. I don't want to spin the camera around, but they are staring at me. They are staring at me. Right, let's get out of here, just in case they're not real. So guys, very excited about the Classic 500. Really not sure what I'm going to do with it. I keep seeing tanks, just to replace the tank. Then I think, shall I attempt to pull out the dent? Shall I change the colour? Shall I paint it? But before all that, I'm going to ride it. And I can't wait. Very, very excited about it. Let's come and have a look at my beautiful bike. Ah, that's what I was going to say to you. So I said to you, apparently, that if I sold this bike in the next year, then I would give everyone a tenner. Don't remember saying that in my defence, but apparently I did, and it's all on tape. So what I was thinking of, I'm going to stand by that, but there is a stipulation. If you believe that I will sell this bike in the next year, then put in the comments that you think I'll sell it. And whoever puts their name down, and in a year's time I have sold it, I will give you all a tenner. However, if you do that and I don't sell it, then you have to pay £10 to a charity of my choice. How's that? I think that's a fair deal, isn't it? I know I'm not selling this in a year, but if you want to place your bets, take your chance, then do it. Guys, I really want to live in that haunted house over there. I mean, he's lived there 250 years, so it's obviously a good place to live. Look at the windows. Can you see the windows? They're like little church arches. Can I zoom in on that? Yeah, look at that. Guys, this is such an incredible place. Suffolk is such an incredible county, and I feel so blessed that I'm living here, and in the end dying here. Hopefully not yet, but when I do, I'll be just as happy to be with the guys over there, over the hedge. Right, that's it for me, guys. I'll do another video in a few days, but don't forget, Friday, go on to, I've set up a live thing, go and click saying that you're going to come, and I can't wait to see you on Friday night. All right, guys, have a great week and ride safe.